Hello, hello, my friends. Thank you for stopping by, for having tea together. It's been kind of one of those weeks that it's feeling so good to connect, so good. And it's Earth Day. Oh my gosh, it's Earth Day. May every day be Earth Day. Truly, we wouldn't even be here without her. All that she gives and never expects in return, no matter how awful we treat her, she's still here. So let's have a sip of tea this. Let's just connect in with her holy breath as we feel this breath arising from nothing, from the very center of her heartbeat, filling us up through our spine and washing over us like a waterfall in our exhale. This breath that could only be God's breath, living and breathing within you, within me. Just say it out loud. I am the breath of God. I am holy. I am the breath of God. That breath that is the breath of all life, the breath of all of creation is here. And can we just be in this moment so aware of life, the sacredness of life itself? And I was going to say because it's just the truth is like when we like I had a week where there was a couple days, especially when I needed to surrender to that tumultuous feeling, that um, anxiousness, whatever that was arising that didn't feel good. And but notice how that when we like touch the ground, we sit next to a tree, we put our feet in a stream, we just bend down and notice a flower, like Earth itself, Mother Earth, how instantaneously our heart opens to feel a sense of peace, a sense of groundedness, a sense that, um, well, all of that was swirling just kind of comes to a halt in a moment. And that's just the wonder of all of creation that I'm becoming more aware of, maybe more than I ever have. At least it's another dimension. And I hope it is for you too, because what's going to hold us through all these times is our awareness of our deep connection. And we're going to feel that in our heart. Our heart is the only language the heart speaks. I say this over and over again, is to feel. And when we are feeling our heart, we are listening to the voice of our soul. And I'm so like, oh, I guess I want to say aware. And it is like making me somewhat passionate, a little bit of fire in my soul. Um, because of like AI, it's like here to help us in so many ways, I know, but don't give your power away to it. It's kind of mm, wow, just be very aware and very careful because it's trying so hard to mimic the voice of you and the voice of your heart. It never ever can replace it or be it, but it's coming so close to mimicking it. And the reason I'm saying it like this is because, wow, I truly am not like, I don't get on Instagram that much. And when I do, I mean, there's just certain people that I follow that are uplifting and inspire me. And one of those people, which I've told you about, is Zach Bush, Dr. Zach Bush. And uh, oh my gosh. So the other day, I'm I get into Instagram and here he is talking, and it's his voice, it's him, and he's endorsing a product that anyway, it sounded so close, but there was something a little off. Like it was so close that I looked at that product that was being marketed, and I went to the website and I asked if Zach, no, I didn't, I Googled, I think, does Zach Bush endorse this product? And no. In fact, the next day or something, there's a big red flag going, hey, they impersonated me with AI. It is not me. I am not endorsing this product. I only bring that up because look at that. Like it was so close. Like I was taken in by it, but it was off enough, off just a hair, that was a mimic that was so close, but it wasn't real. Oh, take that in because we have to be so connected to our hearts. We have to know what's real right now, or it's going to be so confusing. The only place that we know what's real is the voice of our heart, not the mind chatter that's spinning and spinning and um, distracting us, and AI that's coming so close to mimicking us. That is going to keep us so disconnected. It's going to keep us so fearful. It'll sweep us under in a quicksand that we don't need to choose. We actually have the power of our free will in every moment to choose our heart. And here's the thing about when we get caught in a quicksand of, and I'm just speaking from how I was last week, these moments where I couldn't seem to get a hold of, I know that I need to change my thought patterns. I know it's my thoughts creating this anxiousness. I know. And yet I was in this swirling trap that I couldn't seem to get out of. And um, so I'm just saying that when we're in that, we kind of lose awareness that we have a free will choice. And so, could our prayer be, may we always be aware that we have a free will choice? We can stop this merry-go-round and we can just jump out and not be on it. And the jumping off point is to land on Mother Earth herself and connect into your heart. I just feel that so deeply right now. I just really, really want to share how important it is for us to feel our precious heart because that's the voice of our soul. That's who we are, and nothing, not AI, nothing, no experience, no person, no nothing can take that away from us. The pure innocence and purity of our own soul and our own voice. And so it's so important to spend time with your heart, to spend time and feel it and know what you love. What do you love? What do you love right now? And so last week I was just talking to you about the really true joy of surrendering because it's surrendering to what you love. It's surrendering to love itself. And last week, or well, yesterday actually, um, in our Sophia circle, we were talking about purpose. And truly, purpose isn't something outside of you that you need to chase ever. Purpose, Our purpose is so much in this present moment of what it is that's calling you that your heart loves. So know that it's safe to love what you love. And that that's why you came here, because what you love, you're going to feel in your heart. And remember, that's your soul that no one and nothing can mimic. And you're here to express it in your own unique way. And there's so much joy inside. You know when you're there because you're just flowing in a joy. Like it doesn't matter what anyone thinks. Um, you're not trying to impress, you're not trying to do anything except, wow, this feels so good. Um, and sometimes, I was going to say, sometimes it doesn't feel good, but so I'm just going to actually go into my experience this week, okay? So that you can see kind because it always feels good and yet it can feel a little uncertain, maybe. Okay, so let me just back up so hopefully I make sense. So like I said last week, I was talking about surrendering to the nudges that we get in every moment. Like that's our purpose in every moment. Listen to this nudge that's in our heart, not the loud noises, not the distractions, like be in the silence of your heart and just be quiet. Well, so I mentioned that I'm really being drawn to do some earth altars here, land altars. And I had a sense, which I think I said last week, of where I was being drawn, where I could do an altar. And the first one, the only one, I don't know. But anyway, I was being drawn, I could see down in this area, be just it felt like the perfect place. So I've never done anything like this. Like I'm not trained. I'm only being trained within. So I honor and respect all of those shamanic traditions and everything that I just haven't dove into them. But I don't believe that it's necessary. I think the most necessary thing is to listen to your heart and let your heart guide you because when you're with your heart, you're absolute in harmony and resonance with all of creation, with the source, with the earth, it's just all in harmony. So I know that because I've experienced that. And so, um, okay, so I still have this human part that says I need to do it right somehow. Um, so what I did do is I went and watched a few YouTubes on people that have built some earth altars, some land altars. And what was so clear to me is that the very first place that we start is gratitude. Like the earth and all of the land spirits and all the trees and all every blade of grass, everything, like literally every particle of soil, oh my gosh, everything. It's waiting, it's listening to us and waiting for us. It's already listening and it's already waiting. Like it's there. And so when I have an intention to connect, um, it's like the first thing is gratitude, like, thank you. Wow. Thank you. You're here. You've always been here. And I've tromped through you, not even thinking anything of it. I, I'm moving so fast, I don't even think to say thank you. Like to bend down and just put my hands in the dirt and maybe bury a pine needle and just thank you. Because the earth is waiting, listening, and waiting for us. And when we listen to the earth and wait and listen, there's this weaving that happens between us that is so sacred and so beautiful. Life is sacred. This earth is sacred. Every place you walk is sacred. You know why? Because you're sacred and you're walking on a sacred earth, like it's all holy. And this week, as I moved into where do I do this land altar? Like, where do I place this earth altar for myself? And, you know, I'm I'm so excited for preparing this place for the drum making event in July for whoever's here. Like if you're here, it's just like I have you. I have you here right now and I'm like, "Oh, this is the place, you know?" And they're going to enjoy this so much. You're going to enjoy this so much. And yet it's for me. Like I am here moving with the voice and the movement and the tapestry of this land that is changing me as and it's so joyful. Like I'm just following what makes me happy. And it has a like it's making me so happy I want to share it. So I, yeah. Okay, so back to where am I going to do this? Oh, earth altar. So I'm walking, I'm very conscious of slowing down and just being and moving and feeling the wind because that's part of Mother Earth as well. Um, Feeling my feet and just when you slow down, your awareness becomes um, so aware of what is, what is, which is all of life, breathing you, here for you. So I had this idea. I looked because I think I told you yesterday. It's like I think it's going to be right there. So I walked it. And I walked over there and it didn't feel quite right. And I was surprised. So I walked a little further, and then all of a sudden, I felt the wind at my back, just a gentle breeze, but a strong enough wind that it was like if I let it, it would push me. And I'm like, I'm really aware of you. Like I'm feeling you. And I'm gonna let you um be the wind that guides me where I need to be for this land altar. And so I just my feet just walked. I just made sure that the wind was at my back. And I just walked and walked and walked until the wind stopped. And I'm like, yes. And I felt into the energy there. And it was so amazing. Oh my gosh, my heart expanded so big. I was like, this is it. This is it. This is the spot where I build my earth altar, where I get to come and meet with other Mother Earth in this sacred way. Like I don't really know exactly what's unfolding, but I knew this was the spot. And like, where do you start? Well, I was in that spot for a while, just savoring it. Seriously. Oh my gosh. I didn't want to leave. And then I'm like, so where I knew I started in the center. And it's like, what goes in the center? And I didn't know. I mean, so as I asked the question, the breeze picked up again. And it was the same strength of the breeze that had led me to that spot. So it wasn't this whooshing wind. It was just a strong enough breeze that I could feel like it was moving me. So as I stood up into that, I just did the same thing. It's like, I'm going to follow. I'm going to have the wind at my back, and the wind's going to lead me to where it is, what it is I need to pick up and have for the center of this altar. And sure enough, it led me. I mean, I climbed over the fence and down just a little ways, and it stopped in front of this little red building that we're like repairing right now. And And so we're making, like, we cleaned it out. We're doing some movement in it. And do you know that it never occurred to me? It never occurred to me to ask that building that's been there for 100 years, I'm sure now, if it was okay if we did some movement, if we repaired the roof, and if we created some amazingness, you know. But as I stood there, that thought did occur to me. And I looked down because the wind had stopped, and I looked down, and there was this boulder stone, I don't know, maybe 8 inches in diameter, smooth. Like it was beautiful. I don't know. It was almost a glossy smooth. I I think it's water that can make a stone that beautiful and smooth. It was almost like fossil-like, and it was just, I don't know. Anyway, I knew that that was the center. Bottom line, that was the center of this um, land altar, without a doubt. I mean, I asked it if it's okay if I picked it up. I picked it up, and it was just felt so right. So I took it over and I put it in the center of the spot, and it felt so right. And wow, that was like enough for me for a day. It was the energy. I'm sure that it opened up more channels for me to hold more energy, I think, because I just had to just pause and be done with the day and let it integrate, and I could feel the energy in my body just moving. I just needed to integrate. This was like clear. So the next day, I'm like, I really, really want to like finish this. So I went about um in wonder and wonder, like, what is it? Thank you. Like waiting to hear who wants to come, and wondering and um asking and thanking. It was a really slowing down process to be so aware of almost every blade of grass, every daffodil, every pine cone, every stone, every like whatever it was. Like there was no judging what it was. It was just wherever my eye went and my heart went. Like, are you wanting to be there? Is it okay? Let me give you some water. Thank you. And let me just, as I pick you, like if it's a flower, for this altar, and I had this little bag that I was gathering things in, and this beautiful, beautiful, oh, I always want to call it acorn, and Dawn always said it's not an acorn. It's the most amazing, magnificent chestnut tree ever is in this land in our yard, and there was a limb that had fallen off and crashed into all these little limbs. And I looked down at them in the yard, and I'm like, do you want to be on this altar? And it was yes. And just to pick up every little twig kind of thing, I picked it up, and it was good. So anyway, I went, and I went to the to the earth altar, and I began to create it. And here's the part I need to tell you. Here's my human part. Oh my gosh. And I'm gonna write about it in my Substack post today or tomorrow, because it was so, oh my gosh. Oh, the perfection part, right? Like I've seen beautiful altars, and I wanted it to be beautiful. I wanted it to be perfect. I wanted it to be beautiful. And I was just kind of, it was, when I finished, it looked like grandmother spider. Like I kind of went in all 8 directions. I know that, 4 directions is good. And it ended up being 8 directions with these limbs, these twigs. And, and I put what I had around it. And when I finished, I looked back, and I'm like, well, you look like grandmother spider. But I was so critical. And because it felt so like, oh, like, oh my gosh, a little kid did this. And honestly, my inner child did do it. And so I had to just embrace all of me and be just embrace the imperfection of the perfection of my very first earth altar that I was guided to pick up, that I clumsily put together, where it felt right. And when it finished, it wasn't anything at all except to me, the meaning it had for me. And that's really all that matters, right? That's really all that matters. So, um, I really wanted to share that because I just want to just like emphasize the the importance of being so connected to your heart that you trust every little nudge. And even if it seems stupid, and even if it looks stupid, and when your human mind is going, come on, it's like, no, I'm going to just keep following this. I don't like, what do I, first of all, yeah, what I've said this to myself, what on earth do I have to lose? Like, what? So I'm following my heart. So somebody doesn't like it. So somebody thinks that looks really dumb. So some like, oh well, like I just followed my heart. I just practiced. And truly, this is a practice for me to slow down, to wait and listen in gratitude. Listen and wait. Like that conversation between spirit, the spirit of the land, the spirit of all that is, my spirit, like is all one. And as we listen to that, we're going to create miracles that we can't even imagine. I know it deep inside of me. It may not look like it. It may feel super chaotic, and it is. But if we can connect in deeply and anchor our light into this earth and be so connected, and we are stable and we are strong, that's the greatest help we can be to all of our, to ourselves, number one, because we're here to fill ourselves up. We're here to live our life. We're here to express our expression. We get to do that. This is our life. We get to do it. And it doesn't matter. It's not for anyone else, even though it serves everyone else when we are here serving ourselves, like creating for ourselves and the expression and joy, because there's nothing that's more joyful than listening to the voice of our heart and creating, because we're creators. And so when we do that, it's just like it's so joyful, and then you just want to share it. And so we're just like, we're here to live our life, all of it, the way we like it. And when we do that, we're serving each other. We're giving each other courage to do that. And when we do that, we're weaving the most magnificent world together, this new world where we're all heart. We're all listening heart to heart. We're honoring each other heart to heart. We're loving Mother Earth with all of our heart. We're listening to her. We're waiting for her because she's been waiting and listening for us. It's so good. It's so good. So, I think that's it. I'm so glad you stopped by. Um, I just wanted to make sure that I covered all my notes that I think I was going to cover, and I think I pretty much just touched on. Just remember that everything, no matter what, starts with gratitude, deep, genuine gratitude in our heart. I love you so much. I'll see you next week.